Well, welcome back to match day 14 of the Casalaga Premier Soccer League, brought to you by Zim Papers Television Network in partnership with AfricaBet. And today we are featuring Dynamos taking on Bulawayo Chiefs at the National Sports Stadium, and the kickoff is set for 3 p.m. Now, joining me today for analysis in the studio is David Sengu. Good to have you.
Good to be back.
Good to be back,
Yeah.
rather. How do you think this match is going to come up? We are talking of a match, the first team, which is at the top of the table, and the one that is at the bottom of the table. So, you know, the gap is a bit too much. So what kind of match do you think today will be like?
It looked like Dynamos is going to win this game, you know, because of the form that they are in. They are the informed team at the present moment. And for a win for them today, they're going to open up a 4-point gap. You know, and also look at Bulawayo Chiefs side, we have just sacked their coach. But look, he's been said he resigned last week because of results. And also Bulawayo Chiefs haven't been doing well of late. And it looks like it's a row in the park for Dynamos, you know, to collect maximum points. But they have to be at their best, Dynamos, if they are to win this game, because it's going to be tricky. Bulawayo Chiefs have got Bulawayo City, they've got a new coach in Taweshera, and he's kind of a good coach, young coach as well. And obviously, it's not like the Bulawayo City that we saw last week playing. It's going to be a new, you know, setup, which is there this week with Johannes Ngozo as well coming in as an assistant coach, and also new tactics. But look, we're going to have an exciting match this afternoon.
You know, in this game of football, I learned that you do not totally cancel out a team because it's at the bottom of the table.
Sure.
Speaking of Chicken Inn taking on Wawa, it was a shocking result at Ascot the other time.
Yeah.
So now I feel like we might experience the same thing, because Dynamos knows that, you know, at City is not as strong. They haven't won any of their 5 games previously. And on the other hand, Dynamos has managed to win 4 of their 5 and drew 1. So looking at those stats, Dynamos, of course, is the favorite and is arguably the strong side today. So now, looking at how these small teams perform against big teams, do you really still stand with the fact that Dynamos will just walk over?
It's not like a walkover, Ntando. Look at the Bulawayo City that is playing today. They are motivated, you know. Just playing against Dynamos is the name Dynamos that, you know, these players are motivated to play against. And obviously, if you look at the team, there's Welcome Diweni, who is a seasoned player. You know, he has played in these games. Crispin Machisi as well, he has played in a derby before, you know, because he is a former Cape United player. So he has played in derbies against Dynamo. So obviously with these two, I think they will give much experience which is needed in this side. And also for Dynamos, it's not going to be an easy game. It's easy on paper. But when you get into the field of play, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be, you know, a very difficult game, even especially if they don't score, you know, goals. Obviously, with their defense, yeah, they are good, you know. But going forward, I've always said that Dynamos is not as good as people think going forward. But defensively, they're a very strong side. Yeah, Bulawayo City, it's not going to be easy for them to score against Dynamos. But I see a very difficult, you know, game for Dynamos, especially to score, because obviously their fans, they are looking for more goals today. Why? Because of, you know, City's position on the log, which is at the basement of the log. But it's not going to be an easy game.
Well, I take it will not be an easy game. We are yet to find out at 3 p.m. Now, this is not the only game being played across the country. We have 10X taking on Triangle, and we have Bulawayo Chiefs taking on Highlanders, which is a Bulawayo derby. Now, do let us know what you think, and do let us know your predictions also on our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Zim Papers Television Network, and on Twitter, we are ZTN Sport and ZTN News. Now, coming back to you, David, looking at the other 2 games that are being played across the country, there's 10X and Triangle. 10X had like somewhat of a rocky start to the season, but it improved, and it gave us shocking results through and through in their previous games. So what do you think is going to happen at Sakuva today?
Yeah, 10X, they've got a tough game, and I remember Triangle is not in like a customer, but looking at Triangle when they played against Yada, you know, they played really well. They could have won that game, you know, first half, especially if they had, you know, taken their chances. But look at 10X as well. They are coming from a defeat last week also, and they would want to redeem themselves and collect maximum points. where they are, it's not a very good position, considering that they were just promoted, into the Premier League. So, yeah, they would want, but Triangle as well, they need to keep on putting pressure against, the big sides that are on top of them. But they've done well this season. They are the surprise package in the league.
So before we cross over to the National Sports Stadium to just get an idea of what we are to expect today, I would like to know your prediction before we even cross over to the National Sports Stadium. What will be your prediction? Before we even get to hear what our fans think out there, what is your prediction?
Dynamos to win by 3-1.
3 goals?
Yeah.
Well, Mo didn't have so much luck yesterday, so I'm not sure if you're going to have so much luck today. Now we are going to cross over to the National Sports Stadium where Patience Namburu is up with the coaches.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
It is a great afternoon for football here at the National Sports Stadium. It is the Psl Premiership Match Day 14, and today we feature Dynamos taking on Bulawayo City. Now, joining me to talk about all the action that we are to expect in the field of play is Dynamos coach, Coach Tonde. Coach Tonde, great to have you again.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Patience.
Now, Coach Tonde, you've had a better start in the first 18 matches that you've played, and it's quite different from the last time when Dynamos won the title in 2014. Now, could this be an indication that you're on the right course to breaking the almost 7-year drought break?
Yeah, I think we've started so well. Of course, we all know what we want to achieve as a team. We all know our targets. Yeah, of course, there are those statistics you have spoken about. It's good that we've improved compared to those past years, but that's a long time ago. We are talking of now. This is 2022. And we are fully focused on what we are doing now. And of course, great start, but I still feel that we still have to improve as a team for us to really be a team which can really fight for honors. But so far, I'm happy with the progress we have done so far.
Now, your close rivals, Chicken Inn, dropped points yesterday. How important is it for you today to maximize on that?
Well, we have tried. By all means possible, not to focus on our opponents. We've tried to really focus on what we can control, what we can do as a team, and so far I think we have done so well in that area. We have also tried to avoid talking about Chicken Inn's game yesterday. and focus on ourselves for obvious reasons, you then tend to struggle as a team to really get into the groove and focus on the match at hand. So we are really focusing on ourselves, and of course, yeah, chicken in dropped. That's chicken in. We are focusing on our game today.
Now, Coach, lastly, the lowest record of the least goals conceded by champions in the Millennium stands at 14. You have currently just conceded 4. I mean, yes, 5, sorry.
Yeah.
What has been the secret with your defense?
Of course, everything starts with the recruitment, but of course, it starts with the planning. We really knew what we really wanted when we were recruiting these players. So we've got a very good defense, the best in the league so far. Of course, you have spoken about the 14 goals for you to perhaps win the league, but it's still work in progress. We don't know how we're going to fare in the next games, but that is what we want to do. We want to really have a watertight defense and make sure that we take our chances and win games. This is the focus which is there. But I'm happy so far with the way that the defense has performed. 5 goals so far in 13 matches. It's a good record. So we are focusing on having more clean sheets so that we can really cross the line.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best in today's game.
Patience. Thank you.
Now, that was Dynamos coach Ndrai saying they are not focusing on what their close rivals Chicken Inn did yesterday. They're mainly focusing on how Dynamos plays their game and also focusing on how their defense will perform today. Now, joining me now to talk about the action happening here at the National Sports Stadium is our analyst, Mo. Mo, great to have you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, another big game. More Dynamos taking on Bulawayo Chiefs. This is a team, Dynamos is on top of the log. Bulawayo City is at the bottom of the log. More. What are the odds on this game?
Not a big game for me. It's just another fixture. I think Dynamos has been playing well. They haven't lost in the last 8 league games, winning 7, drawing 1. They last lost on the 27th of February when they lost to Chicken Inn here. And coincidentally on the 27th of February again, is the last time that Bulawayo City won. Their only win against the Islanders. So we are talking about opposites here, the one at the top and the one at the bottom. This should be an easy game for Dynamos if they're not complacent. They've got a better team, they are better organized, they've got the best defense in the league, so it should be a stroll in the park.
And now more, looking at the team that Dynamos is playing today, what are the chances, looking at their defense rather, what are the chances that Bulawayo City can try to penetrate on that defense?
This team is not a scoring team, and they are conceding so many goals. At the moment, they are on negative 15. Their goal difference, negative 15. That's the worst in the league. Why? This is the reason why they are at the bottom of the log. And unfortunately, when you talk to the coach after the match, he's always talking about match officials and people that are behind, not talking about his team's inconsistencies. So it's difficult, and it's going to be very, very difficult for them to come out with a result against the Dynamos here at the National Sports Stadium.
Well, more before we go further, let's have the Bulawayo City coach talk about what to expect in the game. Now joining us for a bit of more information on how Bulawayo City is going to be playing this game today against Dynamos is Bulawayo City coach Farai Tawachera. Coach Farai, great to have you.
Thank you.
Now, Coach, you are bottom of the log after 13 matches, and you recently took over from Pilani. What are the chances that you will be able to change the fortunes of the team around?
Yeah, definitely. We'll try and change the team. We have got a pool of youngsters. It's a question of working on their psychological aspect. And once we get a positive result, things will start moving our way. If you look at the past games, they were losing 1-0. It's not far away. So it's a question of us hitting the right pitch, then we go.
And then, Coach, you face a Dynamos that has been quite solid and ruthless. And are you guys ready for the challenge today? And what's your view on the Glamour boys that you're facing today?
It's a challenge, to be honest. But you look at us, it will not be news if we lose. But if we beat Dynamos, then it will be breaking news. So what it means is we are playing under no pressure at all. We just want to come here, enjoy, play our football. Whatever comes, we see it from there. Because we are coaches. We can't have a miracle in 2 days. There's no way out. So we just basically come here to enjoy ourselves under no pressure the pressure is on Dynamos.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best in today's game.
Thank you.
That was Bulawayo City coach Farai Tawachela saying there's no pressure really on how they're playing the match today. It will be news if they beat Dynamos, but it won't be news if they lose to Dynamos. We are just a few minutes from kickoff. It is Dynamos facing Bulawayo City here at the National Sports Stadium. It is the Castle Lager Premiership Match Day 14. Do stay with us.
One without money, but the one without friends, which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Well, once again, it is match day 14 of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League, proudly brought to you by Zim Papers Television Network in partnership with AfricaBit. Now, we heard and we saw what the coaches think. Now, David, we heard the coach from Bulawayo City saying he doesn't have pressure. He's here to enjoy himself. He doesn't have so much pressure. But speaking from someone who's at the bottom of the log, it's kind of disturbing, isn't it?
There's pressure at the end of the day, and look, he's one coach maybe who has just started his job, and he's telling us Akuti is not even under pressure, you know, to perform well or to win the game. But he has got pressure. You need to win games to move off bottom of the table, and also, you know, to motivate your players, and you need to also, you know, to win games. So pressure has always been there, even when you are at the bottom of the log, because you cannot be in the Premier League just to make numbers and to let other teams win. Look, he last won 27 February. That was their last win, like Mo has said. And minus 15 is not good enough. You know, that's why maybe they are at the bottom of the log. But we look at them and say, they're in the Premier League. We shouldn't underrate them. They need to play well. They need to win games as well. And it's not like they have to win games in Bulawayo only, but they have to win games even when they visit here in Harare. But look, today's game, I think, on the player side, I think they are not in any pressure, but they have to play well, you know, because some of them maybe they would want to play for big teams next season if Bulawayo City got relegated. But I wish they could, you know, keep on, you know, improving and, you know, trying to win games, you know, for their coach and also for themselves. Because look, he's a new coach with the new team, and it's still first round of the season. Maybe by the time he gets to maybe second round of the season, 25, 26 games, if he doesn't win games as well, you will be sacked, because that pressure keeps on coming, you know, as a coach. And his CV will be tarnished. You know, especially by being said that he's one of the coaches who coached the team which was relegated, and also I myself, I wouldn't want, you know, coaches, you know, being sacked, and also you would want to win games, you know, when you're a coach, and when you have a young team like his team, if he keeps on losing, the young players will end up not coming for training, and some of them, they'll keep on coming for training, some won't come for training, but look, you need to motivate your players to win games.
Well, before we proceed with our analysis, we have Sunday top matches from Africa Bet, and in the EPL we have Arsenal taking on Leeds, and Africa Bet's favorite is Arsenal. We have Leicester City taking on Everton, and Africa Bet's favorite will be Leicester City. Norwich taking on West Ham, and Africa Bet's favorite will be West Ham United. Manchester City taking on Newcastle, and Africa Bet's favorite will be Manchester City. Now, drifting into the Spanish La Liga, there's Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, which I mentioned yesterday that it is a big game, and Africa Bet's favorite will be Atletico Madrid. And in Italy, Serie A, we have Hellas Verona and AC Milan, and Africa Bet's favorite will be AC Milan. Now, coming back to the game that we have today, I was looking at the Dynamos lineup, and I saw quite a number of changes in their lineup, and I saw Ralph Kawondera and Patson Jaure there in the substitutes. They're not starting today, and we saw Emmanuel Jalai, who was in the bench due to a groin injury, coming back into the starting lineup. So those changes, what kind of game do you think Tondera Ndiraya is drifting for us today?
I think he's giving, you know, his team, you know, fresh legs, you know, to play this game. Look at the composition of the team today. I think he's got so much, you know, attacking players in today's game. Very few, you know, defensive midfielders. You know, and King Nadolo is starting his first game for Dynamos today. You have Bill Antonio, you've got Emmanuel Paga, you have Alex Orotomo, who scored last week when they played against Wawa. You know, he got his, you know, not today. So obviously, you look at the composition of your team, it looks like an attacking team today. So we're expecting goals from Dynamos. That's why even my, you know, game yangu kuti 3-1 for Dynamos, and it because ndatoona.
We had the same situation yesterday. We looked at the Manika Diamond lineup. All guns blazing, 4 strikers. Well, yes, 4 strikers in the team. And no goals. We did not see any goal, but we had 4 people who were capable of penetrating and scoring. And speaking of which, in Manika Diamonds, you find that PSL's top goal scorer there. But they went home without a goal, let alone a win.
But in terms of late, with Manika Diamonds, they haven't been winning games with that marginal numbers. The last time that they scored more goals, it was against Cape United. Maybe we're talking of 6 games ago. You know, that's when they last scored maybe 6 goals. But past games, they've been scoring 1, maybe 3 against Chicken Inn when they drew 3-3 against Chicken Inn. Then rest of the goals that came in, it was almost like 1-1. Now we're looking at, you know, the Bulawayo City players, Crispin Machisi, very experienced. Welcome Diweni, very experienced as well. And these guys are the most trusted guys, I think, in the Bulawayo City team, that maybe Coach Tawechera is, you know, banking on them. And to be honest, these guys, if they cannot match the Dynamos midfield, they're going to be in trouble.
So Dynamos midfield, there's 2. They are well experienced, seasoned players, you say.
And they are midfielders as well?
Midfielders as well. And nowadays, Dynamos defense, that they are a fortress, I can say.
Yeah, very strong defense.
Very strong defense. And if you manage to then penetrate the defense, you still have time on to face. So now, do you think that 1 goal, you say 3-1, that 1 goal is going to come?
Yeah, it can come. It can come, Tando. That's what we look at, you know, when playing games. Because, look, complacency, especially in Dynamos defense, there are games that you see, but they are playing well. You know, and obviously with time on, it's been fantastic between the sticks. And that's why you see he has considered only 5 goals. But their strike force hasn't done much, you know. net defense yabo, because 13 goals, 14 goals, it's not like
not much.
Yeah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough, especially when you are gunning for the championship. Because look, the teams that you'll be, exchanging points, like Chicken Inn, FC Platinum. Look, those teams maybe might score more goals. Like Chicken Inn, they can score goals,
and they'll probably win because of goal difference.
You see, at one time, Team Yakalisto Pasua, when they won the league, vai win a Ninyema goal difference against the Islanders. Maybe it was because of their strong defense as well. But coming to goals now, they were not as much as the Islanders were scoring, but the Islanders were conceding more goals. So their numbers now, Zaid Zekira. But we don't want that situation. We want a situation whereby it's more points, and also more goals. And like what is happening in EPO, where you find good in Man City and Liverpool, it's
just 1 point.
Yeah, it's just 1 point, 1 goal difference. Everything, it goes to one match now. Difference. That's what we want to see, especially when our teams are playing.
Now, looking at the form that Dynamo's top strikers, or I can say goal scorers, is speaking of Emmanuel Paga and also Bill Antonio. I think in the previous month we haven't seen so much from Bill in terms of goals, but we've been seeing from Emmanuel Paga. So today, do you think that those two are going to, show us flames? Because now I'm not sure how strong the Bulawayo City defense is today, speaking on the basis that they have a new coach who probably shifted a few things. So I haven't seen how strong their defense is. So don't you think today Emmanuel Paga and Bill Antonio are going to have a field day against Bulawayo City?
Yeah, when you talk about Dynamos, especially when goals, you always mention, Emmanuel Paga first before Bill Antonio. Then you talk of Bill Antonio. Then you talk about the rest of the Dynamos team. But with the way they are sharing goals, the rest of the Dynamos players, you talk of Bill and Emmanuel Paga, they've got 8 goals between them. And then the rest, you just, spread them. Kuti Mungaka 1, 1, 1, 1, maybe 2, King Nadolo. But with King Nadolo coming in, I think you add also, goals to their game. And look at Bulawayo Chiefs. Their defense has been porous. We talk of minus 15, so obviously they have the worst defense. So we're expecting Dynamos at least to get goals, so that they can add to those 14 that they have. And also, they need to have someone who can, challenge the guys who are on 9 goals. Of late, those guys have been static for the past 3 games. They haven't been scoring. Yasha and William Manondo, they haven't been scoring goals. So obviously, if Emmanuel Paga can get us a hat-trick today or even 2, obviously Bill Antonio, if he scores today, we all know what will happen. It will bring confidence back to the young boy. So obviously, we would want to see goals,
So now, before we cross over to the National Sports Stadium, I just wanted us to talk about these 2 midfielders. But I saw a striker, Nobile Ndlovu. I feel like the last game that I saw, Bulawayo City taking on Bulawayo Chiefs, he seems to have so much contribution. But now if you add so much quality and experience into the team, do you think it's going to just be 1 or maybe 3-2 thereabout? Yeah,
but with the support that you'll be getting from those guys, I think we'll get to know much about him. Let's see what will happen today.
Well, thank you very much.
And venue of the match between Dynamos and Bulawayo City. But this is how match day 14 got underway, and this is what happened yesterday.
Good result we had against Ngezi, and we need to follow that up with yet another good performance today.
We need to play to the extent of winning. We cannot come here and say that we want to give away. We should have stayed in touch. So we are here to fight. We are here to work.
Division 1 at Tenax. Before it got were Polish, we then went on to the field of play, and that was a thunderous strike by Spencer Masunda, which could have easily gone in because Harare City were the much better side in the second half, created plenty of chances, and that one again, Joram Muchambo diving to his right to just parry that out. That was from Clive Rupia. And Harare City dominated the exchange, especially in the second half. Though the first half, nothing really much to separate the two sides, save for this Rupiah effort early in the first half. But this was the day. And for Taurai Manguiro, before the match, he had said a lot of things about the beliefs that they've got. But today, we continue with match day 14. Dynamos up against Bulawayo City. And the National Sports Stadium coming alive, 22 degrees Celsius, the air around the stadium, and Dynamos arriving earlier. And when they came, remember, they are the current log leaders. They were in bullish mood and just singing inside the bus, just trying to psych themselves up for this crunch encounter. And of course, coming up, disembarking from the bus, the players are required to be putting on their masks because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And Bulawayo City also arriving. And you can see the players all masked up and just making sure that they also get their temperatures checked and they also get to be sanitized. But we are here and we are ready. Match officials for the afternoon, our referee is Brighton Chimene. He's the one who will be taking charge of this game, assisted by Lakson Mara and Alois Muzorori. The fourth official is Edward Mucharambe. And of course, the match commissioner is Rusina Majo. So the two skippers there, just making sure they do the pre-match toss and choosing other side. And Dynamos today being captained by Gotnoz Murwira. The skipper is on the bench today. He didn't play last weekend at Ascot Stadium against Wawa. He had a cold. So knowing Tondarandira, he loves to stick with a winning team. So Jaure is on the bench again today. And the team is being captained there by Gotnoz Murwira. So how many changes there that were made? Trevor Mavunga comes in and he replaces Kith Murera. And also another change that was made, Evans Katema started in Gweru, and there's Alex Orotoma, the Nigerian. And going on to the away team, Bulawayo City just made one change. Welcome Diweni comes in, replacing Farasi El Shama, the youngster who played last weekend, and today he's in the starting lineup. Otherwise, the rest remain the same. Remember, Bulawayo City plays against the Bulawayo Chiefs in that Bulawayo derby, and they were beaten by a goal to nil. So we'll see how they do today. Plenty of fans. Well, not really by Dynamos standards, but if you want to compare with what's happening with the other teams, you might say there are plenty of fans watching this action. But look, don't deter whether if you can't be here. ZTN is your plug. Just go on Facebook, go on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are giving you the picture, like we always say here on ZTN. Get the picture. Dynamos, they're done with their pre-match rituals. And of course, they gotta salute those stakeholders there in the stands, the fans. Some call them the 18th man, the 12th man rather. So they play a crucial role. But for the guys in red, the guy nearer to your picture, Tawache, he's the coach now. He was assistant coach, but came in after Pilani Bifi Ngube got fired this past week. So they are trying something new. Let's hope it's going to come out the way they want. Match day 14 in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. It got underway on Friday. We'll be telling you all about that. But Brighton Chimene is ready. We are bracing up for kickoff here. And away we go. Bulawayo City in red and white. Dynamos in their predominant blue colors will be hoping to stretch their lead at the top of the log standings. Remember, at the moment they are sitting on 29 points, just a point above second place Chicken Inn, who have played a game more. They were in action yesterday, Chicken Inn, and they finished goalless against Herentals. And I hear news coming through from Luveva Stadium yesterday that the Herentals side celebrated like they'd gotten a victory after getting that draw against Chicken Inn yesterday. So in other games yesterday, ZPC Kariba beat Wawa by a goal to nil. FC Platinum too strong for the Green Machine, beating them by 3 goals to nil. Rhinos and Ngezi, they're also in action at Harare City and Manika Damos, finishing a goalless affair. City now on the near side, but it's taken away by the Dynamo skipper, Paga. He's on 5 goals, the top goal scorer at Dynamos. Setting up, Orotomo! Straight into the arms of Riwak Musa. But look at that. He should have really done better there, Orotoma. He's got 1 goal so far. He scored in Dynamos 2-1 win over Wawa this past weekend. Came on as a substitute. So free kick to Bulawayo City on that far side, just over the halfway line, inside the Dynamos half. So free kick comes through, headed by Makarati. Antonio impeded there. Makarati. Trevor Mavunga. Trying the patient build-ups, shuffling from right to left. Now looking for their men up front. Antonio. Too much weight on the pass. In the end, nothing coming out of that. So throwing on that far side. And it's now a Dynamos throw. And again, Mavunga can't find Jalai on that far side. They need to be sure-footed in that final third. As City come through now on the near side, Crispin Machisi, the former Caps man, Murida. Good clearance. And Vula trying to pick up Antonio. Orotoma is the target. Machisi, the former Caps United man. This one hoofed forward. Long clearance, picking up Orotoma. Murida. Gives it away cheaply. And Paga wins possession. Bulawayo City so far matching the log leaders. But you got to look at Machisi now with a cross. straight at Tamanvula. So you've got to look at the world of difference between these two sides. It's not only on the colors, eh? The other one blue and the other one red and white, but also on the log standings. Dynamos on top on 29 and Bulawayo City at the bottom on 6 points. There's a world of difference between these two sides, but so far you can't really tell. Nyawa playing in an unfamiliar left back role. Paga. So 5 minutes were played here at the National Sports Stadium. Dynamos nil, Bulawayo City nil. Good play by Ngobile Ndlovu. Machisi now. Still City with an opportunity to cause problems in that Dynamos defensive third. A poor ball from Luis Ngube. Mavunga. Too much for the Ghanaian international, Emmanuel Paga. Ndlovu wins himself a free kick inside the Dynamos half. He's always going to be doing that. He's the target man, Ngobile Ndlovu. Nyawa doing well. Paga now. Orotomo on the near side. Danger, but Musa does well. Hoofing it forward. Mavunga via the middle. But the final pass from Mavunga not good enough. Oh, good play. Finding reward, Musa in goal. There's a lot of fans here who are just expecting Dynamos to steamroll past City. But Tawachera, whilst doing his pre-match interview, highlighting that they didn't come here to give Dynamos points on a silver platter. They want a win. Nadolo. King Nadolo finding Muruira. Trying the patient build-ups. The men in blue. And this time, they put it wide onto that far side. Nadolo. Looking for an option. And Paga wins himself a free kick. The guilty part. So let's see what Dynamos can do from this free kick as we have approached 10 minutes in this game. Dynamos nil, Bulawayo City nil. So Murwira to take this one on that far side. Header! Just flashed across the face of goal there. Reward Musa with the clearance. And Nadola, high put a challenge. So Luis Ngube behind the free kick for Bulawayo City. Vula looking to counter on that far side with Antonio. Looks like he has met his match there in terms of pace. I'm sure the instructions on that far side is make sure Bill Antonio doesn't run with the ball. Orotoma. Corner kick. First corner kick of the match. Going to Dynamos, so all the big men who go and invade the Bulawayo City box. And in the meantime, the skipper, Murwira, behind the corner. So the ball goes out. It's going to be a throw-in on the near side, halfway inside the Bulawayo City half. Other matches that are on today, Tenax take on Triangle, Bulawayo Chiefs take on Highlanders in that big Bulawayo derby. So 3 matches on this afternoon. So it's a Dynamos throw now. Orotomo is always going to be the target. Up front, though, they are playing with 2. Paga and Orotomo. Murwira. Crossfield ball, nicely picking up Nyawa. Oh, Nyawa makes a mess. You can't keep it in play. Ngube with a throw-in. Nadolo. Shot will come through. And Musa concedes a corner kick. Second corner. Speculated from Mavunga. But almost causing troubles there for Musa. So let's see. Murwira will take this one using his right foot. It's going to be curling towards goal. The corner comes. And Musa collects. Long ball up front. Machisi now. It's been around, Crispin Machisi. Played for ZPC Carib and Caps United. Machisi. And an opportunity! Oh my word, even Johannes Ngodzo knew that was a real opportunity there from Bulawayo City. They could have really gotten something there from Welcome Diweni. He's the most senior member of this side, Diweni. He's been around, played for Highlanders, and went to FC Platinum as well. So we've gone just past 15 minutes. Dynamos 0, Bulawayo City 0. Sylvester Apia. So Dynamos normally plays with a back three, but today using a flat four. Nyawa on the left side of the defense. Makarati and Apia, the two center backs. Jalai on that right side of the defense. Jalai with the throw. Can a cross come now? It's going to be a goal kick. Ngobile, Lovu. And Ngube now. Finding Ngobile. Nyawa plays it safe back to the goalkeeper. So Dynamos on top for them after 13 rounds of matches. And there was a foul there committed by Antonio. So it's going to be a big fight between Wilfred Munorway on that far side. Munorway and Bill Antonio. And Apia penalized. So the medics, in the meantime, will go and assist on that far side. But City have got a free kick halfway inside the Dynamos half. We'll see in a bit who will be taking that free kick. Mobile and Lovu was the one who was down after that tussle with Apia. So let's see what's going to happen from these two players behind the ball. The free kick comes straight into the arms of Mvula. Louis Ngube taking a very soft free kick. 20 minutes we have played. Dynamos nil, Bulawayo City nil. Not really the top stuff that you'd want to watch on a Sunday afternoon. The two teams still trying to size each other up. Murida with the free kick. Nadola with the header. And goes way over. But in the stands, they're not tiring. Still singing and dancing, beating drums. But he moves it forward. And Makarati has the ball away, and Chimene says, "You did so illegally." I think it's the same with the free kick they got. A similar position, but on the other side of the pitch. After Apia had also pushed Ndlovu down. Wilfred Munorway. Poor free kick again. Antonio is on his way on that far side. But muscled off the ball. Late challenge there by Apia. I'm sure the next one he's going to get a booking for that. So another free kick. 3 free kicks on the trot for Bulawayo City. Comes through. Plenty of options on the near side. But there was just too much on the free kick. And in the end, just going out on the near side. So goal kick to Dynamos. The log leaders. I think for Tonderai Ndirai, he would want to win this one and get a buffer between him and second place Chicken Inn. Already he's got a 1-point lead, but if he wins today, it'll be a gap of 4 points between him and the Gamecocks. Mavunga. Oh, neatly put down there. So another free kick, another throw-in rather, for Dynamos. Step by step, they're moving forward. On the near side now, Nyawa. Kambit Machisi, Ndiweni, looking for Ngobil and Ndlovu. Good play by Mvula. As we go now, 25 minutes. And it's still goalless between these two sides, Dynamos and Bulawayo City. Nyawa over the halfway line now, but opts for Makarati. Antonio away from his marker. The cross comes. Oh, nobody on the near side. The first time that he went away from Norway. Mobile and Lovu now with an opportunity of his own and just creating a corner kick. Ndiraya is not happy. Can City open the scoring here? Crispin Machisi behind the corner. And he's punched away. Nyawa into Paga. The king, Nadolo, over the halfway line. He's got space via the middle. Orotama, back to Nadolo! Oh my word. That was a clean move. And Nadolo just needed the presence of mind to get that one. So free kick to Dynamos. Tawachera also backing instructions to his charges. Ndlovu. And it's a Dynamos ball. Says Chimene. Nyawa onto Makarati as Dynamo still looking for a goal here. Well, same with Bulawayo City, but Dynamo had a clear opportunity moments ago with Nadolo skying his efforts. Paga gets a second bite of the cherry, but it's taken away now. Lovu onto Machisi. Spreading it wide onto the near side. King Nadolo. Machisi breaks free. Can he keep him in play? Yes, he does. Good ball inside the box. And Ngobe Ndlovu drags it away from the target. Ngube with a cross. And again, they failed to utilize that opportunity. Jalai ranging forward on that far side. Orotamo comes back to collect. 30 minutes gone. Dynamos nil. Bulawayo City nil. Not much to separate these two sides. The only clear chance falling to Dynamos. That man. Murida, cross-field ball. Picking up Jalai, the cross comes. Comfortably taken by Musa. Mavunga. He was not in the team last week when Dynamos took on Wawa. Keith Murera was instead. Paga, what can he do? From the near side. Murida wins possession. Nadolo. Still Nadolo going. It's trying to be the creative hub of this team, Nadolo. Apia. And Paga breaks on the near side. Oh, there's nobody in the middle. He was running parallel to Orotomal. But still, they're not done. Nadolo is brought down. Right in front of Chimene. So free kick to Dynamos from Emurwira territory. Too quick for his markers there. Dominic Jaricha under pressure from Nadolo. So it looks like it's going to be Mavunga. Murwira will leave this one for Mavunga. Mavunga! Straight into the arms of Musa. Leg power. That free kick from Mavunga. Diweni. Onto Machisi on the near side. Oh, Murwira thought he was going to catch Musa off. But the precision was not there from the Dynamos captain of the day. And he's one guy that you would want to be on the ball at that particular moment. So throw in then to City. Luis Nube with the throw. And Mavunga concedes another throw. Bit by bit, they're getting inroads into the Dynamos half. 35 minutes gone, still goalless. Just 10 minutes to half time here. Dynamos patiently building from the back. Nadolo. Orotomao, Nadolo again. Oh, they break. Murwina! Totally interception there by Dominic Jaricha. Good play to starve off Machisi. Murwira, this time trying a different variation. Picks up Antonio. Antonio! Good take. And an equally good save from Musa. So Lucas Sibanda is down injured. The skipper. There was the earlier opportunity. And Tondra Ndiraya and his assistant Naisel Muchekela just trying to pass on some messages to their players. It's the same that's happening on the Bulawayo City bench. Johannes Ngodzo and his coach Tawachera. So Lucas is okay to continue. Well, Antonio, a lot expected from this youngster. He's got 3 goals so far in 13 outings. Can he get a goal today? Can he increase his tally from this game here? Musa. He's not in a hurry as we slowly glide towards half-time. There was an infringement there. On Genius Mutungamiri. Oh, there was a pullback by Jalai. Ingenious went for it. Took full advantage. Hence the free kick. You can't beat a goalkeeper of Mvula's caliber with such a tame shot. Makarati finding his centre-half partner up here. He's got space in front of him. And Orotoma hustling up front there. The man was playing his football in Uganda before coming to join Dynamos. The Nigerian. He likes to fold his shots like that. Oh, he can pick up Antonio on that far side. Mavunga Paga. Nyawa with the cross. Oh, nobody on that far side. But they're still enjoying themselves in the stands. That's where the real deal is. I wonder if some of them do even watch the game. Because you normally find some of these fans with their backs to the pitch, and you wonder what's really going on. Good play by the Dynamos defenders. Muruira. Just 4 minutes to halftime. Nyawa. He gets it back. Muruira. He'll try. Sets himself up for a corner. Again, Dynamos get something from this corner to get an advantage before the halftime break. Not at that particular moment. So throwing deep inside the City half. As we've got just 2 minutes to halftime. Makarati looking for an option on that far side. Still in. Antonio breaks. Shot too much. Mavunga trying to pick up Nadolo. It is a free kick, and Diraya is not enthused at all by that decision by the man in your picture right now, Brighton Chimene, who comes to take a look at Machisi. So just a few seconds before the 45-minute mark. And Lovu penalized for pulling. We'll see how many more minutes we're going to play. 45 minutes by our clock now. So just 1 more minute. Still Dynamos nil, Bulawayo City nil. Good first half for both teams. Nadolo. Nadolo! And he gets a corner. Is there time for this corner kick? Surely there must be. It's probably going to be the last kick for this first half. Muruya with the corner. The corner comes, header! An opportunity, and Musa does well. Musa not happy with something there. And Chimene just having a word with Orotoma. But he kept them in there. The shot from Mavunga, as he was going down, probably you would wonder if probably he had the balance. He would have really unleashed a scorcher from inside the 6-yard box. But Chimene blows to end the first 45 minutes. Dynamos nil, Bulawayo City nil. But it's been a half that saw action swinging from one end to the other. Dynamos got two opportunities. One from Kigna Dolo towards the end of the half, and from Trevor Mavunga right at the end of the first half. Otherwise, we've got a big second half in the offing for us. Halftime it is. Dynamos nil, Bulawayo City nil.
Father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Well, 45 minutes have been played at the National Sports Stadium, and as it stands, it's still Dynamos nil and Bulawayo City nil. Now, David, we saw a couple of chances, especially coming from the first 5 minutes going forward. Dynamos kept on, pushing and pushing and pushing, but nothing came in. Can we say Dynamos is struggling, or can we say Reward Musa is just one of the best goalkeepers?
Yeah, but they can't get past Reward Musa. Look, they got a chance. Orotomo first 3 minutes, he got a chance. He could have done better, to dig it, up one and Pamsoro Park, but he couldn't do that. Reward was there to get it. But the best chance for the game, and it was a very good move starting from the center, King Nadolo, getting past most of the defenders, passed it to Orotomo 1-2, but instead of, just pressing by the side, and he decided to hit it, and it went over the bar. But look, Dynamos has had the best chance, a free kick from Trevor Mavunga as well. One of the best, free kick maybe that they have taken, because God knows, we can take a look at King Nadolo's chance. That was the best chance they could have at least, be one up, or two. I can say, that's the best chance. And also, if you look at Bulawayo City, whenever they're attacking, they're dangerous. Through Crispin Machisi, welcome Diweni combination, Jaricha as well in the midfield.
And also Ngobisa.
Yeah, and Ngobisa, but he's been isolated most of the time because he's the only one Angori Boy Papapo. But look, it's balanced, to be honest. It's 50-50. In terms of possession here, Dynamos, they are one of the best, of the games that they have played so far. They're passing the ball well. Bill Antonio with a chance again, and he's so quiet. He's so quiet that Wilfred Munorway, has put Bill under lock and key. He's done nothing so far, but he only got maybe one or two, times that he got past him. But look, Bill is not Bill that we all know. Then you go to Paga, he's doing well. Paga is trying his best, but Orotomo, besides that chance, you
But
cannot
for
even
his
see him.
height, don't you think he should have used his height for this header?
Yeah, but is he using it? You know, because most of the time we can't even see him. You know, that's another chance again. Trevor Mavunga, you know, Reward Musa, you know, from point blank, he saved it. But look, Dynamos, I think they left their football boots.
This was
you know,
one of
yeah,
the
yeah, first,
he was
yeah,
simply
that's
supposed to
first 5
finish
minutes.
this.
You know, Paga did so well. You know, he could have at least chipped it. You know,
Up.
over Reward, yeah, over Reward, but it's still 0-0. I'm surprised it's still 0-0. But for Bulawayo City, you know, welcome to one year, a very good chance, you know, of beating Timon Mvula, but he blessed it over the bar, and it's still 0-0 at
They're
half
playing
time.
quite well for a team that is sinking at the bottom of the table. They're playing quite well.
Yeah, they are passing the ball around well, and all their chances, they're creating their chances from the right side where Crispin Machisi is, and you know, Nyawa is, you know,
Is there.
being roasted, you know, all the time whenever Crispin Machisi has got the ball. And look, Nyawa, I don't think he's still, you know, the defender that we used to know him with Bulawayo Chiefs, but now with Dynamos he's been playing as a midfielder, but now he's being played as a left back. You know, today's
so do you
game,
think it's possibly a positional error that is, you know, deteriorating his level of play, or he simply needs to go back to where he was when he was still at Chiefs?
Not really. You know, when you're a player, you know, if the coach tells you that, David, today you are playing as a centre back, you have to do what a centre back does. So it's the same thing with Nyawa. He used to play as a left back. So obviously he should be doing much better, especially in terms of helping defensively and going forward. But look, he's just there marking Crispin Machisi. He's not even going forward, you know, to add the numbers, you know, at the attack. I only saw him once when he went up, then he crossed the ball. It was over, you know, all his teammates. But what can they do? Nothing. Orotomo, he should be using his height. How can he use his height when the ball is even higher than him? You know, yeah, maybe that's why he's got 1 goal for Dynamos at the present moment in the league. But with the Paga and Bill quiet, Dynamos is quiet.
Well, not so disappointing first half across the country. Well, in Bulawayo Chiefs against Highlanders. Currently, Bulawayo Chiefs is leading by 1-0, and also at Sakuva, Tenex is leading 1-0 against Triangle. Now, looking at the lead by Bulawayo Chiefs, did it come expectedly? Because I mean, I expect Highlanders to put up a game because, first of all, they're lacking in terms of points, and also where they are in the table right now, it's not really good, considering that Highlanders is considered as a good and one of the best clubs in the PL. And now we find Highlanders lagging close to Harare City and all those other small clubs. So this score is not really one of those, you know, appetizing goals in Bulawayo, is it?
It's a local derby. What do you expect? We don't expect Highlanders to just beat Bulawayo Chiefs just like that. And look at Bulawayo Chiefs, they've got very experienced players there. Kelvin Madzongwe, they've got Perfect Chikwende, they've got the Moyo brothers, you know, the twins. You know, and one of the twins, Elvis, scored. Which Elvis is a left back. And he has put Bulawayo Chiefs ahead. And with Highlanders, I think they have to dig deep, especially second half, to come up with a positive result. If they lose this, they'll be losing ground also, you know, to the teams that are on top. And obviously they would want to be in the top 8. Top 4 will be not reachable, but we're still far, you know, away from talking about the top 4 and the league winners. But they need to do better. And obviously maybe today's performance will determine which position they will be by end of day today. You know, and also you go to Tanex and Triangle. It's a surprising that Tanex are leading by 1-0, and we just yet got to go post Rambodona, so the game was delayed as well. You know,
Zimbabwean
these things,
football.
yeah, this Zimbabwean football. It once happened in Gweru.
And it once happened, FC Platinum last week taking on Herentals. FC Platinum Herentals. Ball boys got sent off, the goalpost fell, we saw FC Platinum players
every week
fixing. There's
every week.
just something happening.
Yeah,
but
every
isn't
week.
it like a call to fix up these things? What does Zifa, what's Zifa's role in terms of these things? Does Zifa have a role, or it's just up to the leagues and the clubs and also PSL?
I think it's the PSL and the clubs. Guys, this is what we should be doing, because we can't have a controversy each and every week. kuti pange paine ma-talking points, especially on the wrong side. We should be talking about, PSL kuti, at least this week, we should be improving on 1-2 things, but we can't be going backwards each and every day, ball boys being sent off, and you hear about this rentals, this FC Platinum, about penalties. You hear a lot of, talk about negative things. We should move away from all these negative things. But what I'm looking at is the results that are, being posted during the match days. Chicken in, people thought maybe they would beat the rentals. At least we can talk about that. Could at least the Rentals have played well because they got out there, with a point against Chicken in. Chicken in dropped points against Minos, losing points to Wawa. Yeah, we need to talk about that rather than we talk about Nyadzema Bobois. Yeah, people don't want to hear about that.
Well, before we cross over back to the National Sports Stadium, are you still sticking to your 3-1 goal?
Yeah, Ntando, to be honest, is whoever scores 1 goal there would win the game. 3 is going to be very difficult unless otherwise Dynamos can have an early goal. That's when maybe, that's when maybe we can get another one, to make it 2 or 3. But as of now, I don't see Dynamos scoring 3 goals.
So going into the second half, do you see a shift and more action on the on the Bulawayo City side?
If Bulawayo Chiefs are to get a goal, they don't need to isolate more. Mobile, he needs to get support from the rest of the midfielders. But defensively, they've done quite so well, to keep Bill quiet, Paga quiet. Orotomo, I'm still to get, to see how good he is as a striker. But as of now, maybe King Nadolo, you can get Dynamos on the lead if Bill is quiet and also Emmanuel Paga is quiet. But hopefully maybe Evans Katema, when he gets in, will give us something. But because he's the one who can keep the ball for Dynamos, and let these rest of the guys, play. But 1-0, I think, win for Dynamos. The second half will do for them.
Well, now we're about to cross over to the National Sports Stadium where all the action is going to be taking place. Now, do remember to interact with us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Zim Papers Television Network, and on Twitter, we are ZTN Sport and ZTN News. Now we give you the second half action. Stay tuned.
Which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
back for the second half here at the National Sports Stadium, match day 14 of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. And, well, we concluded today round 14 that started on Friday with Yada beating Cremon Bullets by a goal to nil. And then Chicken in goalless draw with Herentals and PC Kariba beating Wawa by a goal to nil. FC Platinum 3-0 winners over Caps United. Harare City and Manika Diamonds playing out a goalless draw. And today, Dynamos taking on Bulawayo City. That's our featured match. And at halftime it was goalless. So we see what happens in these 45 minutes. Dynamos to get us back underway. And away we go. Two clear chances that Dynamos got in the first half. One falling to Kim Nadolo, the other one going to Trevor Mavunga right at the end of the first 45. Nadolo. Paga. So Orotomal penalized for pulling. No changes to the two sides. The way they were in the first half. Musa in goal for Bulawayo City. In defense, they've got Lucas Siban, Ufred Munorway, Louis Nube on the right side of that defense. In midfield, they've got five. Dominic Jaricha, welcome Diweni. As well as Crispin Machisi, Melikai Nube. And up front, just using one striker, Nobile and Lofu. That's how Bulawayo City are lining up. Well, for Dynamos, Vula in goal. And Sylvester Apia, Trevor Mavunga, Frank Makarati, Emmanuel Jalai. As they come through with Nyawa on that far side, the cross will come. Oh, he dragged it back. All four targets had gone up. Orotoma, Nadolo, as well as Antonio and Paga. And turned around, the eye is a bit livid because of that. Nadolo, blind pass, but they regain position momentarily. Mavunga, Paga. Straight into the arms of Musa. Makarati was being pushed there by Mobile. So Bulawayo City hoping to make a change. They're warming up. Two players already. Cedric Chinomona and Dalubu Dlodlo warming up on the near side. Jalai with the header. A rare attack by City. Camped on that corner flag there. But in the end, Genius Mutungamiri couldn't do what he wanted there. And free kick then going to Dynamos. Bulawayo City right at the foot of the table with just 6 points in their bag. But you got to look at maybe the games where they got their points from. In Matchday 3, they had a 3-3 draw with Wawa. That's when they picked up their first point. They really started badly. 5-0 losing to Ngezi. Dynamos come now with Paga. He shot too much. But Murwira. They recover well. The passes is just not coming out from a Dynamos perspective. Clear there by Munorwe. So I was talking about the points that City have got. They got 1 point away from Wawa. Then they also drew 1-1 with Rentals. And another goalless draw with Yada. So to make them 3 points. And they got 1 win over Highlanders. And from that, they got 3 points. So it adds to the 3 draws. That gives them 6 points. As we've gone past 50 minutes now, Dynamos 0, Bulawayo City 0. Mavunga looking for Antonio. Well, the cross comes, but good clearance. Trevor Mavunga not settled as he makes a mess. Dynamos also warming up a couple of players. Wilfred Murorwe with the throw. Orotoma, does he have the speed? Yes, he does. Orotoma breaks free. Orotoma! He gets a corner out of that. They were really close there. Right up with the corner. Missed by all the Dynamos players. And now with himself. The free kick. It's actually Antonio. Free kick on that far side of Machisi. So the cross comes, and again, the Bulawayo City back four stands resolute. Now, it's a counter on the near side. Oh, they drag it too wide, and it was not where they wanted to put it. Jalai, Orotoma. Murwira, and it's blocked. Nyawa looking for Muruira. The cross comes, and nobody on the near post. And Munorweri just making sure the team is safe. Now, City wanting to make a double change. Cedric Chinomona and Dalubu Hledlo getting ready to come on. Muruira with the corner and an opportunity. Oh my word. Hopefully they won't draw all these missed opportunities, Dynamos. Munorway playing it safe. Now City are going to make the changes now. 55 minutes gone. Dynamos nil, Bulawayo City nil. Let's see who's going to be coming out. Dalubu Hledlo comes on. And then Ngobile Ndlovu is also replaced. By Chinomona. Apia does well. Winning a throw. Very good position. There's so much pressure right now on Chiefs, on City. Nadolo! He tries! Oh, it's a goal! The King has done it now! It's been a long time coming, but finally, he gets it. His second of the campaign. He got his first goal last weekend in Gweru at Ascot Stadium against Wawa. And he's really been working his socks off. Could have gotten a goal in the first half. But finally coming through with a goal in the 56th minute. There he was with the header. Not convincing from Lucas Sibanda. And as he was going down, he went through an audacious kick. And 1-0. Dynamos lead Bulawayo City. Can we see a comeback now from Bulawayo City? Or maybe Dynamos have opened up the floodgates. They spread it wide to Jalai on the near side, trying to create more spaces for themselves. Dynamos. And they make a mess. Dalubu Hledlo, the new man. Trying to create something for himself. But in the end, all coming to naught. So Dynamos will be making a change of their own. In a bit, as Martin Oforo gets ready to come on. And Orotoma has done his part. Now let's see what Martin Ofori can do. He is also sitting on 1 goal. Ofori replaces another striker who also has got 1 goal in this campaign. So like for like substitution. In the meantime, Jalai with a throw as we have gone an hour in this game. Nadolo. Nadolo finds Antonio, the cross comes! And a header! That's the first touch by Ofori. Almost making an instant impact. The Dynamos substitute. Nadolo finding Muruida, nicely laying it up. And the stands are suddenly alive as the Dynamos fans break into song. Dynamos happy, just playing in their own half. Looking for openings in this city half. Makarati. And this time a long clearance from Vula. Ofori setting up the Ghanaian. Mube with a clearance. Apia penalized for shed tagging and pulling. So free kick then to Bulawayo City. Mube and Munorway behind the ball. Opted to take it shot. The cross comes, but comfortable from Vula. Muruira can drive it forward, finding Nyawa now. Paga. No way through for the Dynamo striker. Dalubushe, Jojo goes down rather too easily, right in front of the referee Chimene. Ofori. Okay, they do Paga. Too far away from him. Welcome Diweni, very quiet in the second half. Melikai and Lovu. He scored against Highlanders, Melikai. The shot will come straight onto Mvula. Good try. The 40 finds Nadola. Paga loses the ball. City can attack now on the near side. But foul on Genius Mutungami. So Dynamos warming up. Another substitute. This time it's Ralph Kaundera. Might probably see himself on the pitch. "65 minutes gone. Dynamos 1. Bly City 0. King Nadola with the goal after 56 minutes. Corner kick to Bly City now. Machisi coming through to take the corner. So City and Vula does well. Good goalkeeping from the Warriors' French player. Paga breaks on that far side. And Murwira waiting for the ball to come to him. And Diweni intercepts. Johannes Ngodzo trying to pass on a message there. Very good player during his heyday. Johannes Ngodzo, nicknamed Signature, for the way he massaged the ball. And is one of his trademarked skills. So 40 was the target there. Bly City keeping a lot of men in their own half. At any given time, whether they are attacking, they are always having 6 men in their own box. Lucas. Diweni. July with that interception there. So Dynamos wanting to make a triple change. I see Ralph Kaundera. Antonio now. Poor ball from Antonio. Nadola finds Paga. And Dynamos come. A 40! Oh, my word. Took his time, wanted to walk the ball into the net. That was a very clean move. But Ofori just couldn't keep it on his feet. Albert Ionde being readied together with Patson Jaure. So Kaundra has just been told to go sit back, because for a moment they wanted to make a double change. So Trevor Mavunga, one of the guys who has been taken off, and Emmanuel Paga also going out, will be replaced by Albert Ionde. Jaure missed last game against Wawa. He had a flu. And coming into this game, Dirai wanted him to start off the bench. Ionde. So Dynamos now have changed their shape. They're now playing with 3 at the back. And Nyawa was playing as a left back, has been moved into the defensive midfield role after Mavunga was taken off. Now we've gone past 70 minutes, and Dynamo still leading by a goal to 0. The cross comes, but not trouble for the goalkeeper. Muruira now playing with Nyawa in midfield. Crossfield ball. The target is Antonio, and Munorway does well. This is what he's been doing the whole afternoon, trying to make sure that nothing reaches Antonio. So throwing deep inside the Bulawayo City half. Machisi, really quiet in the second half, Crispin Machisi. And Lois Nwebe finds the new man, Zozo. Ionde wins possession, gives it away momentarily. Elsewhere, Bulawayo Chiefs leading Highlanders by 2-0. And the game between Triangle and Tenax started a bit late. It's half time now, and Tenax are leading Triangle by 1-0. Was always going to be really difficult in that Bulawayo derby between Bulawayo Chiefs and Highlanders. Arthur Musiwa getting the second goal. For Chiefs. It was Elvis Moyo who scored first with a header. 30 minutes into the game. So that's what's happening in Bulawayo. Bulawayo Chiefs leading Highlanders by 2-0. 75 minutes gone. Dynamos 1, Bulawayo City 0. A 56th minute strike by Nadol. The difference between these two sides. What can City do from this standard situation there? Just a couple of meters away from the penalty box. Good position for the free kick. Comes through. Sails over. Good hit. But Wilfred Norway couldn't keep it down. Jaure. Ionde now, the Cameroonian on that far side. Trying to fool his marker, but instead fooling himself. So free kick to Dimbale. About 14 minutes to full time. And they give it away to Machisi. Nadola. And Antonio breaks. Musa does well with a sliding tackle. So throwing to Dimbare. Antonio with that cross, which was a bit too close to the goalkeeper. So they get another throw, Dimbare. Jalai has got 5 options inside the box. Diweni with a clearance, which doesn't go far, but still gets the team going. The ball had gone out of 40. Went for it, but the far side assistant saying, no, it had really gone out. Jaure, good clearance. And Dynamos with another throw near the halfway line this time. Chiefs still leading Highlanders by 2-0. So there's a scuffle there. Let's see what the referee will do. But he's got his yellow card in hand. And somebody's in trouble there. Lucas Sibanda. He is in trouble. And he gets a yellow card for his troubles. So there was Jalai. And a two-footed challenge from Sibanda. So we'd love to see which then is the free kick that the referee blew for. It was the second one where Bill Antonio was also pulled down. 80 minutes now gone. Dynamos 1. Bulawayo City 0. Just 10 minutes to full time. Cross comes, header, and it's a penalty right in front of the referee. And the referee swamped by Bulawayo City players, and Chimene won't be intimidated by the players. Well, love to see who is going to get a yellow there, because he just ran there. Looks like it's Louis Mube. Went with his hand. So yellow card finally out. And it goes to Louis Mube. So Johannes Ngozo has also gone. Otawachera. It's actually Ngozo was gone on the field of play. Not sure why the coach went onto the field of play. And he gets a red card for that. He gets a red card for going on the pitch. Tawachera has been sent off. You're not supposed to go on the pitch as a coach. Tawachera given the reins after Pilani beating Lube got fired this past week. But in the meantime, let's see what Dynamos will do from the sport kick. Albert Ionde up against Reward Musa. Nine yards out. Ionde, the Cameroonian, versus Musa. Ionde, and it's saved. Header! Dynamos with another chance. And it's cleared. Good goalkeeping by Musa. It could easily have been two. But Ionde took it casually. Now City, what can they do with an opportunity of their own? Putting a lot of men up. Munorway finding the skipper. And Jaure. Poor communication between him and his goalkeeper. So that was the penalty that was saved. Ionde took it casually. Ionde, who came on as a second half substitute. City wanting to make another change. Rodisibanda being readied on the touchline. City with a big clearance. Nadola being pulled back. And Antonio now on his way. Gets past to the cross comes. Too close to the keeper. So there was a push there on Makarati. So the change comes through. Rodisibanda is on. And he replaces Genius Mutungami. "86 minutes gone." Rodisibanda with his first touch. And Tamanvula touched well. He was not in his zone, so he had to come up with that audacious header. Luis Nube. The cross comes. Just slightly going over. So 88 minutes, 2 minutes to full time here. This is the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League action that we are bringing to you live. Right here on Zim Papers Television Network. So the corner comes for City. Hit it away. Not very far. Another cross into the box. Dangerous looking. Oh, it's a goal! Oh my word! It's Vincent Moyle, the skipper. And it's all square here. 88 minutes, and Moyle scores the equalizer. There it was. And Moyle lurking on that far side. Just picked his spot. Dynamos now frantically trying to get something here. Remember, they got a penalty that was saved by Musa. We are going to play 4 minutes of time added on. Can Bulawayo City do the Houdini here and win it? Ionde. City defending with a lot of men at the back. Apia. Looking for the Cameroonian. They get a corner kick. Makarati comes through, as well as Apia. So they've got 3 big men in that box. 1 minute of time added on, already played. Muruira with the corner. Comes through. Header! And they clear. Rodi Sibanda onto Machisi. And Jalai gets a yellow card. For Hakim Machisi on that far side. And Riwad Musa goes down. Inside his box. 92 minutes played. So just 2 minutes of time added on left. Town was wasting a lot of chances in the first half. And we talked about it. They might leave to rue the missed opportunities. The news coming through from Bulawayo. Chiefs leading Highlanders by 2-1. Adrian Silla getting one back for Highlanders from a free kick. So that's the story in Bulawayo at Barberfield Stadium. So free kick to Bulawayo City. Ionde. He's going to be the 4 guy today for getting his sport kick saved. Just a couple of seconds left before the 4 minutes that were added expire. Dynamos in danger of being caught there again. But the 4 minutes are up. And Bulawayo City defend resolutely. The referee looks at his watch. And that's the final whistle here at the National Sports Stadium. Dynamos held here by Bulawayo City. as it finishes 1-1. King Nadolo trusting Dynamos in front after 56 minutes. Dynamos got a penalty which was taken by Ionde in the 83rd minute, but his effort was saved by Reward Musa in goal for Bulawayo City. And then came the moment that saw the Bulawayo City players celebrating as if they had won the game. 2 minutes to full time, Vincent Moyo on the edge of the 6-yard box, just picking his spot as Dynamos defenders lapsed in concentration. And that was the goal that ensured the two teams share the spoils here. Couple of chances fell to Dynamos in the first half. Nadolo with one of them, with the goalkeeper to beat, but he blazed his efforts over. So here was the Dynamos goal. Nadolo, as he was going down, initially it was a header from him. Then he went with that audacious kick. And this corner kick here wasn't dealt with properly by Dynamos. And in the end, Vincent Moyo just picking his spot. So full time here at the National Sports Stadium. Dynamos 1, Bulawayo City 1. Let's go down to pitch side. Patience Namburo is on standby.
A marvelous action of football here at the National Sports Stadium. That was Dynamos taking on Bulawayo City in a match that ended as a 1-0 draw. Now joining me to talk about all the action that happened in the match is Bulawayo City coach Farai. Coach, great to have you back.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank
Coach,
you.
when we spoke earlier, you mentioned something that was quite interesting, that if you are to beat Dynamos, that would be news. If they beat you, then that would not make the news. Now, the result is a draw. Is that news enough for you?
It is news enough, considering where we are coming from. This is a point away from home. Looking at the performance of Dynamos of late, they've been very, very, very ruthless in front of goal. But we keep our composure. We know what we wanted to do. We know they are the strongest channel. We close it. If you realize today, Billy and the right back, the right channel was off. We were forcing them to play where they are weak. That was our game strategy today. So to me, a point away from home. It's my first game. I only trained this team twice, 2 days only. I think it's a bonus for us.
Now, like what you just said, you've trained the boys for only 2 days. Going forward, looking at your next games, what are you going to be working on to make sure that the boys keep on with the same momentum that they displayed today?
Yes, definitely. We would want to work on our transition, especially from defense into attack. We are a bit slow in terms of getting the numbers there. We picked that, so we work on that. Secondly, this gives them confidence. Definitely. Now they can continue believing themselves. So definitely, it's a plus for us. Now we are going to meet the next team. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best in your upcoming games.
Thank you.
That was Bulawayo City coach Farai. Very excited about the way his boys played today. As you heard him say, he only trained the boys for 2 days and they bagged a draw today. He's quite excited. Now joining me is Dynamos coach Tonde Randera. Coach Tonde, the biggest chunk of the game, your boys had control. What then went wrong?
Look, I think it was bad defending from our guys. We made a mistake to concede that corner kick, and then we failed to defend a corner kick. There's nothing which really pains a coach than conceding from a corner kick. You know, something which you have time, you can organize, and then defend the corner. But we failed to do that today. But apart from that, I thought we got a penalty, which we were supposed to score. But again, we've got regular penalty takers in the team. But again, we showed some lack of leadership in the team today, and then they allowed Albert to take the penalty. Of course, he was confident, he took the ball, but I thought we were just supposed to kill the game then. We had a number of chances again today. We did that last week when we played Wawa, created a lot of chances, but we could not take them. Again today, created a lot of chances, but then we couldn't finish them off. So in the end, this is what happens. A lapse in concentration has cost us 2 points today. So look, I'm so disappointed that we conceded in the manner that we did today. Then of course, failing to take the chances that came our way today.
Looking at the way your boys play today, Coach, your next game you play against Highlanders, which is quite a big game. Now, what are you going to be working on with your team towards that game to make sure that they improve maybe on decision making, as you're saying that what costed your team today is lack of proper decisions. Yeah. What are you going to be working on towards that game? Yeah, I think what is needed in the team is leadership. Leadership in terms of people taking responsibilities. That's what we need. But apart from that, we are lacking precision in front of the goal. So that has really cost us a lot of goals in these past 2 matches. But we knew that this was really going to be a difficult game, playing a bottom of the log team. And when you get chances, you must just show your class, show your quality, and finish off all the chances that we got today. So yeah, we have no one to blame. But ourselves, I'm so disappointed by the way we missed chances, by the way we lagged to kill off the game, and in the end, this is what happens. You dominate play, you dominate possession, you do everything, and then in the end, we drop 2 points. So disappointed. We had a chance today to extend the lead at the top, but that could not happen. But this is football. We just have to dust ourselves. 2 points dropped at home, but we have to keep our heads high, go to Islanders and fight. Thank you very much, Coach. All the best in your upcoming game.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That was Dynamos coach Tondrandrai, a disappointed man with how his boys played today, and he says he's quite disappointed about how they had control on the biggest chunk of the game and then conceded right at the end, costing them 2 points because they then walk away with a draw. Now joining us is our man of the match, the guy who scored for Dynamos, King Anadolo. King, great to have you. How do you feel about the way you guys played today? The biggest part of the game, your team had control, and then you conceded right at the end of the game. How do you feel about how you guys played today?
Yeah, it's heartbreaking because we worked very hard to get the goal, because it wasn't easy to get that one goal, and we worked very hard to get that goal. And at the end of the match, we had to let it go slip. So it's heartbreaking. Can't even celebrate like that.
Okay, so now the next game that you play against Highlanders, which is quite a big game. What are you going to be working on with your team to make sure that you approach that game with a positive spirit?
I think we have to pick ourselves up. We put ourselves in this situation. We wanted to win this match so that when we get to Highlanders, we will be having less pressure, but it's a must win for us to Highlanders. So we just have to work very hard, extra hard, more than the hard work we put in today. We just have to increase. So it's not going to be an easy match, but we are in this situation and we know how to get ourselves out of the situation. It was a chance for us to increase the gap on top of the log. So we have to just work.
Thank you very much, King. All the best in your upcoming game.
Thank you.
That was our man of the match from Dynamos, King Nadolo, saying he can't even celebrate his goal because they conceded in a game that they were hoping to win. That was Kazolaga Premiership Match Day 14. Dynamos taking on Bulawayo City in a match that ended as a 1-0 draw. My name is Patience Namburo, and thank you for watching.
for dramatic events at the National Sports Stadium. And as it stands, Dynamos won and Bulawayo City won. And in other games being played across the country, Tenix is leading by 1-0 against Triangle, and it's still in motion. And we have Bulawayo Chiefs winning against Highlanders in a 2-1 win. Now, David, we saw the second half action at the National Sports Stadium. Not somewhat of a result that everyone out there expected. I mean, this is Dynamos that we're talking about. We expected a win. But here we are, and like Coach Tonda said, he's a very disappointed man, and I should say the fans and everyone out there is kind of disappointed. But maybe in this particular moment, Joey Antipas is celebrating. I mean, this is what he wanted. But let's talk about that Nadolo goal in around 56th minute. How did you see that? Because, I mean, there was somewhat of a,
Chibububu.
Yes, that's the best word that you can use. And boom, it was a goal.
Yeah, Dynamos started from where they left, missing chances, creating chances, and obviously getting ahead. I think they deserve to go ahead. You cannot defend in front of the goalkeeper, the captain, Vincent Moyo. He was right in front of the goalkeeper, because that ball, when Nadolo headed it, downwards, the goalkeeper was there to catch it, but Vincent Moyo, tried to clear the ball, and again it went to King. And with King, the determination and the way he wants to score goals, he deserved to score. And I've said it during the halftime break, and say the one who can give them the goal, I think, is King Nadolo, because he had the best chances, first half, and he's the one who was likely to give Dynamos, the lead, because Bill Antonio is not the same player. Today he was out of sorts. He could have been substituted. Paga, he was, I think for the strikers, I think Paga was the best. Orotomo, I think maybe with the goal that he scored last week, maybe Tonde thought, thought maybe he can give them something, but he's not giving them, what he's supposed, to give Dynamo strikers. I thought maybe Evans Katema would be a better option. Then Ofori as well. I think he came in, he tried to, to do some tricks, but you never get going. Yeah, you never get going. But this is Dynamos, to be honest. And Dynamos that we used to know could have done better, could have at least maybe scored at least 5 goals. The chances that they created, there are so many, Ntando, that you go full-time 90 minutes with 1 goal. When you create almost like 10 chances, that you could have,
Now you spoke of substitution earlier. Do you think Coach Tonda did a good call by substitution Emmanuel Paga? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we got a backlash from the substitute that he put in, which is Albert Ewonde.
You thought, what, as a coach, you would be thinking that if I put in Dando, maybe you can change the game. Maybe when he put Albert, maybe he thought maybe Albert with his big frame, he can do the Ofori, maybe Albert will do that. Of course, he got a penalty, and like the coach said, that there are guys who are responsible for that. We have leaders in the team. I think Pastor Njauri should have done better and say, what, whoever takes the penalties should take the penalty, even if he only had the confidence to take it, but he wasn't supposed to take it. When you have a penalty taker, make sure the penalty taker is the first person to get the ball, put it on the penalty spot and take it. But
we could be talking of a different result right now.
Yeah, at least maybe Bulawayo City were not going to come into the game, but they put themselves back in the game. Reward Musa with a brilliant save. He had another double save after the penalty again. He had a double save again. So for me, I think Reward deserves to be the man of the match today.
So Reward is your man of the match?
Yeah, he's my man of the match.
We spoke of a couple of chances being missed. For a key miss was from Orotomo around 52 minutes, thereabout. And that was not the only chance that he missed. He missed quite a number of chances. I mean, in the first half, he missed it. That was a clear-cut chance that he missed. And we saw another miss at 52 minutes, and it was somewhat of a disappointing touch from him. And you see that goal that they considered, it could have been avoided, but
but the defending, it's erratic. Look at how many players who went.
You spoke of Chibubu.
Yeah, Pabora and Muganda Makawanda. Only one person can get it, and so obviously the Bulawayo chief striker got it, and the captain finished it because he was all alone in front of the goal. That was easier ball to score than to miss. And for Dynamos, that's not the kind of defending that you want. You cannot concede goals, especially from set pieces, when you have taller defenders like Frank Makarati, you have Apia, and you have got Jaure as well. You have got the goalkeeper, Timon Mvula as well. You should have at least done better, go for the ball. And when you call for the ball, when a goalkeeper, the defenders obviously they'll open up. But apana kind of communication here yitwa. They showed good, they want to clear it. Then Bulawayo Chiefs got the chance and they equalized. They deserved to get a point out of this. Second half as well. Yeah, second half as well. They got the better of the position. Whenever Dynamos attacks, when they get the ball, at least they were dangerous going on a counter.
So now you kept on going back to Bulawayo Chiefs. I'm not sure whether you have so much love for them or you're excited that they're winning today. We didn't get the chance to see the kind of play that was at Baba Field. But looking at the scoreline and what has been happening generally in the Highlanders camp, what could be the challenge? Highlanders is not consistent. Whether it's either they lose today, they win tomorrow, they draw. You know, they're lacking that consistency. What is wrong? What is going on?
The derbies are very difficult to predict. And look, Bulawayo Chiefs, yeah, they might be small in terms of numbers of the fans, but with the quality that they have in their team, you know, and of course what their coach has been saying that whenever we have time, you know, to come and watch this team play, you'll be excited to see them playing. But look, derbies are very difficult as long as you concede early, like Highlanders they did. They conceded, they went to halftime down, came back, they conceded another goal, then they pulled one back. But you'll be putting yourself under pressure, especially when you keep on conceding goals. You keep yourselves under pressure because you want to chase the game most of the time. But as of today, they failed to do that, to come back, you know, from a 2-0 down, you know, to get an equalizer. At least they got a goal, but it wasn't good enough, you know, to get a point from Bulawayo Chiefs. And Bulawayo Chiefs, of late, they're a poor run, remember? Yeah, past games, maybe they had four defeats, you know, but now at least they got 3 points today. It gives them the confidence going forward. By the time they got those defeats, they removed the assistant coaches and left the head coach there, and they brought another one. Now they're doing better with Tulani as an assistant coach as well, because Tulani knows the players better than Teroso. You know, but for Bulawayo Chiefs, I think they deserved, you know, to win the local derby.
Well, now we are looking at the upcoming game, which is Dynamos and Highlanders. Just briefly, what do you think we are to expect in that game?
Yeah, we expect fireworks as always, you know, because these are the two biggest clubs in Zimbabwean football. And look at the Independence Trophy that they played. You know, it was Yangaka Wandisa Zibakera more than the play itself. And I think now going into that game, I think Highlanders with the defeat and Dynamos with the draw, it's going to be exciting because Highlanders wouldn't want to lose, you know, that game. And for Dynamos, they need to get guys who can score goals for them. Because this type of strikers that they have, they will just be putting them under pressure, unnecessary pressure. Their defense is good. Look, they've conceded one, but they should have conceded that ball. But with their strikers missing chances, you're bound to, you know, to concede goals, especially defenders' mistakes. Because of your strikers. But the moment your strikers scores goals, it will be less defending.
Well, David, we are receiving information that it's now 2-2 in Bulawayo, and Highlanders have managed to come back into the game, just like what Bulawayo Chiefs did. So now it puts them in a better chance and better goal difference, and a draw is something that they can walk away with rather than a loss, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good for Highlanders, at least for, you know, to get a point, you know, from a derby, and it shows they have a character. You know, but it's not each and every game that you come from behind and, you know, salvage something. But playing against Dynamos, it will be very difficult if they concede, you know, those 2 goals against Dynamos. Because Dynamos, they are the masters of defending, to be honest, and they don't concede goals willy-nilly. Today, I think maybe it's one of those mistakes. Yeah. Why they're to concede from a set piece. But for Dynamos defense, I think at the moment they have the best defense in the country.
Well, thank you very much, David. Now, that's a roundup of Match Day 14 brought to you by Zim Papers Television Network in partnership with AfricaBet. Now, next week, we are giving you Dynamos taking on Highlanders at the Baba Field Stadium. Now, until then, stay tuned. And remember, interact with us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Zim Papers Television Network. And on Twitter, we are ZTN Sport and ZTN News. I'm Tandugai Sensigani.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.